Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was my AD splitting build, which actually makes me super powerful coming out of the jungle and getting tons of kills, and my KDA is often off the charts, but I found that it fell off late game. And so my plan was to do this and then swap out to AP build, which seemed to scale a little bit better.
Yeah, AP build is literally the thing that scales really well. Now, I'm just curious how this guy, the guy who you look at, like, I'm assuming he's more of a slip pusher because of his ZZ rod. But he also,
yeah.
But he also, it seems like he has some team fighting in there with the Runins and the Frozen Mallet. But those items are so flexible to the point where they can be used in both situations, you know? Even Wit's End, it kind of like plays into the whole aspect of Runin's Hurricane, to where it's like we're all trying to reduce magic resist there, and just make the Runin's Hurricane do a little bit more damage to them, and also your Toxic Shot, obviously.
Yep.
But now I'm not really too sold on the Warmogs and the Dead Man's Plate. It's more of like a team fighting kind of item.
Yeah. So it's been, I mean, just my match history recently. I lost. This is a 3v5 that I lost, but I mean, to be expected. But if you look at it,
doing really well with it though. I definitely want to see it in action. So we can definitely queue up for a game.
Okay. Yeah, the KDAs are crazy.
Yeah, you're actually ridiculous not to wins. I'm curious. I'm ready for this though. But obviously we can definitely find something we can improve, like no matter what. I'm completely excited though. I've never seen gameplay like this. In like I've seen obviously a replay, but seeing it in like live time is gonna be pretty cool.
Okay. Well, we'll set it up and see what happens. Oh, let me pause my Dropbox. It's gonna be causing some lag. I think the biggest thing is I won't gank enough. I won't pay attention to my lanes enough probably in the early game. And then once we get to mid-late game, I'm usually a beast, but we need to get that far to.
Really, what I'm going to be looking towards improving is try to find ways that we can be more efficient in this overall. Now, your runes. Can I see your runes really? I think I've already seen them in your op.gg though. I can bring that up right now.
Yeah, I'm also actually not super used to the new jungles and camps, so I'll have to figure that out. The pathing's a little different now, but
I can tell you what to go. What path is really good. There are good paths.
I think now I start a buff because the Raptors are too. I used to start wherever my bot lane starts. The Raptors are too hard to kill now. There's too many of them. They take all my health away.
Yeah, I would not on Tino. I would not go for the Raptor camp at all really early on.
Yeah, I used to be able to. Oh, I'm sorry. My goal for I want to get my Blood Razor full item, my Hunter's Potion, and once I get that, I can Dragon. So I try to get an early Dragon as much as possible. That's what I'm rushing towards.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I like that a lot because once you get the early Dragon, you can definitely. I love doing early Dragons too. I play a lot of jungle myself, so early Dragons are like. If I play Lee Sin, I'll grab like an early Tiamat and. Like around level 5 or 6, I just solo Dragon from there.
Yeah.
Which I think is really valuable. Like it's immediately really valuable. The only thing is that why does he? I don't really understand why he runs scaling armor. You can just run scaling HP, and that's pretty good as well.
It could be. I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know that I got that from him. I may have just made that part up myself. My thinking was I've got scaling magic resist, so then it just matches to have a more balance. Scaling magic resist, scaling armor.
Do you want to try mixing it up and see how it goes for you?
I don't know how much of a difference it'll really make, but yeah, we can. In general, I'm pretty safe player. Yep.
Because the armor, I like the HP. The reason why people in the pros run flat HP scaling is because flat HP scaling allows you to have resistances towards it's like best of both worlds in a sense. Where it defends against burst and just overall damage. That's what HP kind of ensures, and the armor is just kind of focusing on one thing, while the HP is kind of like the best of both worlds in a sense, where it'll just, no matter what the damage you take, it will always do the same thing, you know?
Sure. Well, I had the scaling magic resist, so that's why I thought to balance it with the scaling armor, but it's fine. We could do scaling HP.
Yeah. And you know what I also believe, it may make you squishier, but if you want to make your clear just that much faster, like you could even be running attack speed blues and like maybe some AP blues, like a good mix like that, because that would speed up your clear even quicker if you were to like because think about it, with your play style, right, you are looking to split push and farm majority of the game and maybe do a few dragons here and there. So if you're not really looking to fight, then why would we really be running the resistance at scaling, you know?
Well, I end up I'm happy to try. I'm saving it now. I'm doing it. I end up fighting because my team can't survive without me. So I end up having to join fights. But I don't really do it until I get my my 3 core items.
Yeah, your thought process behind it is there. It's just that because I play, like I said, I play a lot of jungle too, and I just see it like if I'm getting to that point where I am so far, like you said, if you farm the jungle like that much, it's meaning that you're probably going to get really far ahead, because a lot of other junglers, especially when you're on your elo range, do not farm that much. They're usually making very inefficient ganks, right? They're probably making ganks that they think are okay, but then they're sacrificing clear time for it, right?
Sure. Yeah,
and so like you're already getting like that far ahead. So like your offensive stats, and if you play well, will kind of like outweigh your defensive stats, because you'll be killing things quicker because you'll be at a higher level. You'll be a little bit more tankier, especially with these scaling HP runes. That more the higher level you are, the more HP you're going to get.
Sure, happy to try, man.
Overall. Yeah, absolutely. That's all I wanted. I just kind of wanted to give you my take on it. Now, for masteries, do you know what masteries you should be taking? Because I can help you out with that right now.
Oh, they switched some of these up. I went fervor just for the damage.
Yeah, you have more of a basic attacking build, so I can see that really helping. And you go magic pen. Okay, I can see magic pen. Okay, bounty hunter makes a lot of sense. The AP makes a lot of sense. Yeah, everything on the left side makes a lot of sense. Let's see it on the right side. Okay, so you got assassin. The only thing is you want to switch that last mastery on cunning.
Yeah.
That doesn't. Yeah, you want to switch that to the other one on the left. I think that'd be really good. If you see that, Teemo does a lot of that, stepping out of brushes and dealing damage. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh.
No, you can save it when you get into game. So when you get into queue, you're good.
Okay. That's a new one.
Mastery is really good for assassins. That new one, it's amazing.
Okay, mastery saved. Okay.
Yeah, I'm so down for this. All right, cool. So I think that the most efficient route that I've been seeing and using is I start blue buff, and I go Gromp, Wolves, then I go red buff, and then I do golems. And by that time, I am level 4. You're not really close to level, because in this route, in the new jungle, right, you get close to level 5 really quickly. You get if you full clear, you're almost level 5. You know.
So I can kite the blue buff with taking no damage.
Yeah, exactly.
If I have now the buffs seem to spawn earlier than the other camps. I just saw that today. So that's interesting. But I was thinking I basically start where my bot lane starts, whatever buff the bot lane is at, and then do the rest by myself.
Okay, yeah. But how come only when bot lane? How come you want to do it in your bot lane only? I'm just curious.
Just to get extra. Usually the support will tank a hit or two. I get some extra damage from the ADC.
Do you ask them to do that for you?
They just normally do.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I usually like the supports do not really tank anything for me. That's pretty cool. Nice.
I mean, they may not have a choice too, because they're getting in. They're usually melee, and I'm ranged, so the buff just attacks them.
Kind of like you're kind of just like baiting them into it. I like it. No, I'm kidding. That's really funny. Well, kind of looks like the scapegoat, you know.
Sometimes, I mean, I'll sit there and I'll be invisible too, so they attack the buff, or they attack the monster, and then the monster doesn't come after me because I'm still invisible. So it's they'll take a couple hits. But I don't know on this one if I should be going to buff first or now waiting the extra whatever seconds, 10 seconds.
It's always buff first. You always want to go. I think blue buff would make the most sense. Now, a blue or red's fine on Teemo, because honestly, man, like you're all about the auto attacks. You're blind. You're not really that mana intensive. So I think that blue or red buff should be fine for you. If you like you said, if the supports tank the buff for you, that's fine. You know, take like 1 or 2 hits and bleach for you. So I think that's cool.
I think if I start on the blue side, I'll probably have them help me with the camp because I don't need help on the blue buff. I can kite that with taking. If I do it well, 0 damage. Yeah. Otherwise, a little bit of damage. The red buff I can't kite as well. So if I start on the red buff side, I'll need help from the bottom lane.
Yeah, but I mean, you can even extra top lane to kind of give you a small leash for blue side as well. It's not that huge of a deal, you know?
Yeah. Okay, let's start it off. Oh, Ivern. Oh, I hate Ivern.
Yeah, that's really annoying because what he usually does is he will start at your camp and smite your buff instantly.
Yeah.
So what I usually do is I'll ward my red or blue buff, depending on which other side you're not starting on, and see what. I think starting red buff, no matter what, it would be the really good option. Or so you start the camp that he would usually invade you on, right? I think that would be the best option because that's like a kind of like a strategical thing where like if he catches you there, then it would be fine, right? Because then you can just be like, hey, I'm here, and you can't steal my buff, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So start red.
That's a really good.
Start red no matter what.
Would be really good because he would be like just like ward the outside of your red while you're doing it, and just be like, okay, he's coming now, and then you can just fight him off of it when he tries to steal it. That's all. Pretty much pretty easy stuff once you just know his tricks, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty simple.
These champions aren't that bad. I suck against Master Yi, so I always ban him when I can. But Master Yi
Master Yi, it's kind of it sounds like it would be kind of a nuisance to you because there's not much kiting you can do versus Master Yi. Though your blind must be pretty potent versus him.
It helps, but he just I mean, at my elo, I guess there's no coordination, so he just rips through teams. Yeah,
no, I mean, like in any elo, the Master Yi is good. Like a lot of the time, he will rip through teams. He's a pretty great champion, in my opinion. I don't think he's poorly designed at all. So I can see why people will dominate with him.
So this Ivern will probably slow down my early game, but
he'll try to invade one buff. He won't invade anything else, really. Like a lot of the time, Iverns will just do that to you.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah, like a lot of the time, unless like he's really determined to counter jungle you, but he's not that great of a counter jungler, to be honest. There's like timers. You know that he has a timer every time he marks a jungle camp?
Right.
The only thing that's relevant that he does is he friends a jungle camp and he has smite up. He will smite it and immediately consumes the camp, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's annoying.
That's the only thing that I see.
All right, well, we'll see what happens in game. I think the biggest thing, I mean, I'll almost always ignore team fights at the early game unless or like ganking, unless I see a super easy opportunity. Because Teemo's tools are not fantastic for ganking anyway. I don't have a gap closer.
Yeah. No, I agree completely. I don't think Teemo is really that great in the early game. I think that the greatest thing about Teemo is his objective control, like his room positioning, the way he can assassinate when he's invisible around objectives is pretty potent. So I think that there's a lot of opportunity with Teemo. You just have to like play it smart, which I think that you obviously try to do. So we're just here to like kind of make that more efficient.
All right, we'll see what happens. Seems to be taking a while to get in the game here.
When Teemo Jungle was being spammed in season 3, and like it was so annoying to play against. Oh my god.
I started in. We're going into 7 now, so I started in season 5.
Yeah.
I basically picked Teemo because he's Teemo's all like nobody on my team would ward, so I would play Teemo because he has the built-in vision.
Right, that's true. Exactly.
Yeah, and I have a gold player on my team. All right, might be a fun challenge. Yeah, I'm not a mechanical player. I love strategy much more, so Teemo seemed to work out.
Listen, we all have our favorite, right? So down. All about the forget lead to
We're waiting on me. 2%. Oh no, Thresh 0. Aatrox. Come on, guys.
0%. Jesus. We're not doing well on that end.
Yeah, hopefully it's not a remake. Yeah, the new camps, I'm gonna have to figure out the pathing, because with the jungle last season, it didn't matter. Like I could start any side and just I'd go through the camps. I would usually, like if I'm Krugs, I would Krug and then Raptor, and then I'd have a second Smite up for red, and just go to the other side, kite the blue, and then I'd have enough health to do the other two, and Scuttle. Did they connect? I didn't see if they connected. Well, I guess we'll see what happens.
We're gonna see soon enough. Oh, by the way, read the other one. It's actually pretty good too. The talisman, now they changed it. It now gives you HP on hit, but I think that you should be fine with that one.
Okay.
What is this? Copy paste.
The all chat. So here, I mean, I would naturally just want to take the buff. Sorry, the camp, because I know I can kite the blue, and they want some help on. So I don't know if it's the right thing.
No, I think we should really start the blue buff. So I was gonna start to spawn earlier, then we can just go immediately to Gromp, and you'll be fine.
Oh, Ivern is here. So you want me to ask him to help me with blue buff?
Yeah, it should be a good leash. And also, you want to. It seems like Ivern isn't invading you, but I would ask Aatrox to warrior red, because Ivern might take it.
My bot lane doesn't seem to want to come over here.
Oh, just assist him.
I did. Oh, Thresh is coming. They seem to want to. Let's move it over here again. Spawns sooner.
Here we go.
So I should have taken my blind.
Shouldn't be an issue either way. Nice. Here we go. Gosh, are so nice. They gave me such a huge leash. By the way, Smite heals you now, no matter what.
Okay, that's good.
There's no buffs, by the way. There's no like designated buffs that you can do.
Yeah, it's annoying. So now, usually, if I'm on this side, I wait. That was actually a pretty fast clear compared to usual. I wait till 2:30 and I get the Scuttle. 1 for vision and 2 for just it heals me up.
Yeah. Maybe not the healing part is relevant anymore, but I mean, like in general.
Yeah.
I don't think for this it's bad at all. Honestly. Oh, that's good.
There's Ivern.
Yeah, he's level 3 against red buff. I'd be afraid. Alright. You don't need to deal with him. We can just go back to farming.
Yeah.
His original clear is really quick on Ivern. That's why it's so quickly done right there. Okay. This is good. Alright, good fighting. I don't think you need to take W right now. We can go whatever you max next. We can just go into that straight up.
I usually go to, I don't know, maybe I need to. So now these guys are that's gonna be a hard one.
Do red buff. Do red buff. You don't need to do this now.
I don't have Smite for red buff. Oh, we can try.
Come back to that later. Now, how come you take W so early when you don't really use it that well? I mean, without ganking.
Just a passive to get around, and if I need to, like if I get invaded or something, I have something to get out. But you know, I could. I don't have to.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like a lot of the ranged and other junglers that have an escape ability that's not really useful for clearing. A lot of times they'll just take a point in the other ability to make it a little bit quicker of a clear. That's all. Let's see.
These guys are doing damage. Woo!
Yeah, you should be fine though. You'll clear it. Yeah, we got the kiting down. There we go.
Oh, and these, yeah, okay. Where they drop now impacts. See, so I would go for a gank here, but I don't have a lot of health. So I guess I'll just back.
That'd be risky to go for a scuttle take too to heal yourself up. That'd be a little bit risky.
Yeah. Oh.
I would definitely go for. I think red side wouldn't be bad, or even recurve bow would be bad either.
So I usually go. I get my Hunter's Potion, gives me basically unlimited sustain.
Yeah. Absolutely. And
yeah.
You can even go for a control ward as well to help out.
Yeah. Yes, I usually do. I don't have pink. They anyway. Yes, especially when I go for a dragon, I like to have that.
Yeah, definitely control ward would be really good now. Control ward are the same thing as the pink, basically.
Right.
He's looking to take that buff because it's marked like that.
Oh.
All right, take that away from him. That's not his. All right, in general though, definitely look for. All right, so bot lane, not really gankable right now. I rather like the playstyle though. It's interesting. The one thing I really like to do is when you get to the point where you can actually like look around the map as well as clearing the jungle. I'm gonna go over that after this. Cool. This is a point in the game where you can solo the dragon, right?
No, I need my full jungle item.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
It's weak. It's not enough. And I like to have shrooms. Can you give me a lantern? Not much we can do there. Get out. What's he doing? What is he doing?
Unlucky.
That was not great, Thresh.
Seems unlucky.
That was not great.
This guy with the copy pasta. All right, cool.
So I like to use shrooms to give my team some extended vision.
Absolutely.
And I kill these things too. Usually I don't need them, but I don't want my I don't want the enemy to take it. I haven't totally figured out the plant strategy yet. It's only been one day, but anyway,
the plant strategy. I want to deny the plants, man. I understand.
That's what it is so far. So here, I could go mid. He looks okay. See, I want to go get my buff instead of helping him.
No, I mean, that's the right decision. I mean, you were too far away, and I mean, you would only be able to clean up if anything. If they died or something ridiculous like that. All right, cool.
So, I don't see anything super obvious. Bot lane's kind of fighting. That could be there, I guess. But I'm just going back to farming.
No, I mean, you wouldn't get there in time anyway. The thing is that we're just trying to make the most of our time, which we're pretty much doing right now. Jeez, the investment of 2 shrimps, I like that. Well, you have blue buffs, so it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, and I'm not really gonna run out of mana.
All right, we've done well.
But this is basically it. I'm not looking to counter jungle. I'm not really looking to, unless something is super obvious.
I mean, the biggest thing is I kind of like, I want to get into the whole, the later part again. I mean, the early part of the game with Teemo, it's kind of like, if you find opportune things, that's great, but if you don't, I'm assuming that obviously we don't really need to look for them. I think the biggest thing is trying to be like the objective guy.
Yeah, I do like to get every dragon when I can.
Teemo.
I think I have enough. Do I have enough? Oh, I don't have enough. 1625.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine any of the jungle would be good on Teemo.
I went with the blue one for the slow on ganks. So that was okay.
You're talking about, no, I'm talking about like not the enchantment, the actual item with the attack speed. There's no other jungle that would be really good.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise. Yeah, it would have to be the Devourer or whatever this one is called. It would have to be the attack speed one.
Yeah, it's gonna be Devourer.
You max move quick second. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have to get around the map. My Q I don't really focus on is damage, just want to be able to get around the map. Oh, control ward. Right. Control ward.
That one, the red one on top.
This one.
That one. Yeah, control ward. There you go, that just controls that side of the map. Now how come you don't no, I think yellow trinket is honestly better for solo queue. So sticking with that is fine. Now we just can like literally go into the dragon soloing phase. The only thing is that if your bot lane is being pressured in like that.
Yeah, I can't now. I can for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, that other shroom up there. What's that? What was that shroom for?
This one?
Yeah.
In lane? Sometimes I'll do that just to give my mid laner something to play around.
Okay.
If he's smart, I'll do that often with J-Rise when we're playing together. But basically, if he plays mid, then he can use that to try to draw the enemy in there, either as an attack or just as a escape tool. Like if he's low on health.
I think that was an opportune time to do dragon there.
Maybe it's a slow. It's a slow take for me without any extra. But yeah, Ivern's mid.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that you want to take it as quickly as you can, and if they obviously react to you, you can just get off of it.
Well,
you can obviously put the control ward down there, definitely.
Yes, sorry. Right.
Just move into the pit and just keep on welling at it, basically.
Here comes Ivern. Can I get there fast enough?
You should be good.
Yep. So that's a good early game. Like that's my goal. I want to get first dragon. Oh,
absolutely.
Just walked right into that Lux. Walked right into the Lux.
I would be I think one of the larger things that I would be looking for you to do is really center your camera around fights, because looking to kind of farm it out, but your camera doesn't always have to be on yourself, you know? Like while this is like all going on, like you didn't really look back bottom to see if you could actually help out Jin in that situation, because he lived for another like 10 seconds there.
Right.
You know? So I mean that's pretty huge, because you didn't actually were able to deduct whether you could actually help him or not. You kind of just like left him on an island. When you know it's in Ezreal at Lux, where like it's completely fightable if it's in the right situation, you know.
Right. Well, but I was pretty low too. I took Lux's ult. I just wanted to get out of there. Right.
Yeah, but the whole point I'm trying to make is you want to keep your camera on at like what Jin is, what's happening to him.
Right.
We didn't lose. Like that's like the whole point, because we just want to have. Obviously, you play Teemo jungle, so you're all about information. And that would have given you more information rather than just centering on yourself running away, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, you see that spam in chat? That's Daisy's AI.
I don't know.
Right hand of thumb doing that right now.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting. It is. Alright, so Lux is actually roaming mid. What is she doing?
I don't know. Just clearing the shroom. Put another one in. Good job.
Oh, we got that kill. Malzahar, nice. We can actually push down mid maybe if we just keep pressuring this.
Yeah, I don't want to take the
And
CS.
that would be definitely opportune. We're trying to grab as many objectives as we can. You have the right build for that, definitely.
It's coming. Come on, let's go. There we go.
There's only really Ivern that could really engage on you.
And there he is. All right, Lux is here. Okay, and we're out.
We're back to our game. We're good. We got a good chunk in that tower. It's fine. All right, biggest thing. This can be a real good gank.
Yeah.
How come we getting popped W? Doesn't that give you a movement speed boost?
Yeah, a little bit, but I wanted to save it for a chase.
Okay.
I could have though. I could have. I don't know that it would have. Like he still would have gotten away anyway, probably in that situation. But
Oh no, he would have gotten away, but maybe you would have chunked him out as well if you got your slow on him. That's all.
yeah, I don't have a slow yet.
Oh no, your red buff. I meant. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Oh yeah, do I still have red buff? Oh true. Yeah, okay, that would have been a slow.
All right, cool. Get that free farm. Nice, nice, nice. Honestly, at this point in the game, I don't really take Krugs that much. It takes way too long to kill, unless you have like massive AoE damage. I think that I just stick to usually the rest of my camps because the Krug split into 4 times.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is really annoying to kill.
When I get Runans, it's pretty fast. But yeah, until I get Runans, I'm close.
Right.
So like
now,
I could be joining mid.
Would it be? Now, would it be? You go offensive or defensive usually?
For what?
Your boots should.
Boots are doing boots of swiftness, not swiftness. The green ones. I forget what they are.
That is swiftness, isn't it?
Swiftness. Yeah, I guess the other's mobility. Yeah, I go swiftness and then I sell it.
Okay.
For Dead Man's as my last item.
Understood.
So I got a Timo is useless in the chat there.
I mean, you can't really change what people think, but
no, that's fine, and I don't really care. Like, oh, why did he go so deep? It's crazy. Whatever, it's fine. Like I'm not tilted by that. But could I be doing something better? Maybe I don't know.
The game is still winnable completely. All right, we got Dragon pulling up soon. If you can maybe go back for Control Ward and just.
I don't think I have enough to get both.
No, you go Swifties. How come you don't go like an offensive boost choice like maybe Sork Shoes?
I don't. Sork is Magic Pen.
Yeah, Magic Pen.
It could. I don't. I gotta put this into my build. Oh, he's a dragon. He's a dragon. I don't have a lot of magic damage in my build, but I could. I mean, I guess it's from my runes and stuff. Build more AD.
Well, you do actually. If you look at Rune's Hurricane and the other jungler random, that's both. They are both magic damage dealing things, and also every ability you have in your kit.
Runans is not magic damage. Runans is AD.
Let me see. I'm pretty sure per bolt it does magic damage additional.
I think it does AD. Oh! Got him. Clean it up. Clean it up, Cat. Clean it up. There you go. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, Runens does AD, but it applies on hit, so you can.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wrong with that.
Yeah, I want to get around the map quickly. That's basically all it is. I mean, I could go Berserkers to give me more attack speed. I
think Berserker would be really that good. It's really invested into 2 magic. I mean, attack speed items.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be too great.
Well, Teemo is one of the best scaling champs with attack speed in the game.
No, absolutely. I wouldn't doubt that. I'm just saying that.
So that's.
I don't know. I just feel like there are other choices that would be really good too. That's all.
Yeah. That's all. I mean, my goal is just to get around the map quickly.
All right, cool. Let's see. All right, we can definitely. All right.
Oh. Thresh. Oh, the mistook.
Good.
All right. We're
Nice. I just take dragon from here. Control word that. We got that.
Okay, team is not coming. That's fine. I'll just solo.
All right, we got this. Yeah, we got this. This is fine.
Yeah, there's not a whole. It's pretty easy at my elo, I think, to get solo dragons and stuff. They don't really pay a lot of attention.
No, I mean, I think it's on every elo range. I mean, if they don't have vision on dragon, how do they assume you're doing dragon, right? So.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like this. I mean, some people do this. I mean, I could pretty much tell you sometimes when someone's doing dragon because of how the map's going, but it's just a lot of people just don't check it much early game. So early dragons, I can definitely see them being taken.
Well, yeah,
with,
I'm always. I want every dragon, man. I want every dragon.
Why not? I could definitely do that. The only problem too with this game is that you guys don't have any towers down just yet on their side. And maybe you guys are a little bit behind in kills. That's not a huge deal. The big deal is the tower pressure.
Okay. See, so here I look at top. I see a big wave building, so I want to go push top out, as opposed to joining the fight mid.
But I'm also predicting with your team that you're going top will be really strong as well.
Okay.
Like what I usually do is I usually will warning ping my lane and be like, hey guys, I'm here or something like that. Just so they can kind of know where I am so they don't kill themselves in a fight.
Right, so see, here's a classic. So we got 4v5 in the middle. Now we got a kill. And I'm here. Oh, it's 4v4. Ez is pushing bot.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But I want to get that tower. So they're pinging me that they're pissed, or Thresh is pissed that I'm not with them. Fine.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't. A lot of people playing the jungler anyway. It's okay.
Yeah. No, I don't care. Just if I'm making the wrong call, I'm open to feedback.
No, you're not. You're not making the wrong call at all. I mean, Teemo's not the best team fighter. Like your main goal is to control the map, control objectives, and be a force in that sense. It's not like because Teemo can't force fights. It's not like. And relying on your team to engage for you is not the best strategy. Like you want to be proactive in your own sense,
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well,
like proactivity is like what wins you game. Not waiting for your teammates to engage for you and hopefully hope for the best in a team fight.
Does the blue elixir still do true damage to towers?
They didn't change that.
Okay. So now I'll go bottom. So this is a pretty classic game for me, right? I haven't really been in team fight. I chased once, I died. I actually don't usually die.
No, one is definitely a classic game, so I can get more of a gist of what your thought process is in the game while you're playing your normal game. This is fine.
Yep. So I see bot wave pushing up. So, and I always kind of I guard my vision. Now, Ivern is somewhere here. But I should be able to avoid anything that comes at me. There he's there. So I just plant my shrooms to give me some safety as I push, and then I push. This is what I do. This is a classic Evan Teemo game here. Team is fighting mid, and I'm pushing the side lane. Pretty classic.
I think what could really improve your game, though, is maybe more communication on where you are on the map.
Okay, so I died there. Probably push a little too far forward without vision. Usually I have a little more vision before pushing that far, but
I'd like to rewatch that fight. So after we're done here, I'd like to rewatch that.
Sure, yeah. I didn't even really fight him. I just tried to get away, so I probably could have.
Yeah, I wanna kind of look at that again and see if you could have fought that, but it sucks that you died. But I mean, our main goal here is to keep on being annoying like that.
Yeah, well, I got 2 towers, top and bottom tower, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're doing a good job. It's just that when you die as Teemo and a split pusher, you lose a lot of pressure.
Yep.
On the map. That's the only issue that I'm seeing.
Yep. And that's actually this is a super rare score for me so far. I always have a positive KDA. Well, I guess I do with the 3 assists, but I always have more kills than deaths. Like 2 deaths would be my whole game of deaths, not so early on. So here again, like there's a bunch of stuff happening mid. I see a big wave bottom. I want to push that out.
Yep. No, yeah. I'm missing like the same thing though.
Yeah, double kill. So now it would go back.
Yeah, you see, like your teammates are noticing after the fact that you're bottom lane. Like, we should really do something about that.
Okay.
And that is by like just pinging in yourself. Like, I mean, the Thresh, we just ignore him. Like, he's being completely dumb. But the thing is, we really want to like just have them know, like, be like, you know, I am bot lane, meaning like I would ping them back mid lane, because as long as you're pressuring bot lane, right, you're gonna innately force somebody bot lane to deal with you, because you don't want you're gonna get their towers, right? They don't want that to happen, so they're gonna send somebody, and it becomes a 4v4. But you have to like, you know, ping or notify your teammates in some way that you are actually you are trying to accomplish this goal, right? Because this is like something that I'm really seeing is happening to you, is that while you're split pushing, they're killing themselves. This probably happens in a lot of the games, I'm assuming.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, they're usually pissed that I'm not with the team and I'm splitting. I could try communicating that more. I don't know how much that would actually make a difference. Like, they're always. It
will. It will. It'll make a difference in general, and you'll see like this slowly. It'll make it more of a difference, but let's see what's happening here.
So I need a little bit more gold, and I can go get my mallet, and then I'll be pretty powerful. So after this wave, I'm gonna back. Don't do it. Ivern's here.
There you go. But that's the kind of communication I'm talking about, man. You literally like impacted his decision making by telling me that he's there.
Yeah, sure. I think most people on the team don't like somebody who split pushes. At least the teams that I tend to think to.
No, it's not about them not liking you. I mean, of course he's not liking you, but
they don't like
he's still playing the game. The main thing is that he's at least still playing the game, right?
Yep.
Like, a lot of the time, like, you can say, okay, by me split pushing, I'm pissing them off and they're AFKing. Okay, they're AFKing, so maybe we should try something else. But, like, at the same time, them being mad, not really doing anything to them or you. They're just really mad because they think that you're losing them the game. I don't think that's true at all. But I don't want to talk so much while you're playing, so I'll wait till after.
No, it's okay.
Okay, there we go. There you go. They're baited into fighting tank mode, bro. What are they doing?
Yeah.
What are they doing? You can't beat tank mode.
I think the red smite helped there.
Yep, red smite's huge in fights, man. You guys can Baron. Baron.
Really? All right.
Yeah, Baron. This is another way you carry games. You can make calls. If your team all came though. Yeah, I mean, Aatrox has BT, so we should be okay. But man, if you guys could all just commit, that'd be great.
Cool. Yeah, I wouldn't have made that play. I would have thought it was too soon, but
no,
we were all top.
No. Baron's huge now. So now, like, your split pushing is basically multiplied by like 3 or 4 times, right?
Yeah, we have.
And now you just don't split in the lane, man. You level 16. Now you have 1.6 hit golds. After you take Dragon, go back and find a lane that has a tier 2 tower up and just go set up in it. And just notify your team that you're going to be doing this. And before they really push up and engage, tell them, like, just be like, what I usually do if I'm split pushing, I'll just say, I'm going to be pushing this lane, but just do not fight the 4v5. Like, I just really want to keep them in that mindset of not looking at that, you know?
I didn't have smite and they stole the dragon.
That's unlucky. It's okay.
Yeah,
not a huge deal.
2 seconds away.
The Baron is the huge thing, not the dragon.
Yeah. We're fighting mid.
You have a lot of gold to spend, though. You should really be using that. You're wasting too much time with Baron.
Okay, I can go back. I see them fighting here. Oh, Thresh by himself.
Definitely want to back ping them because you really want to buy. You have almost 2k goals.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. You want to get them away from there. Good. All right. So good. You got the wit's end almost. Cool. I feel like the 100 potion is pretty worthless now. I would have sold that.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Yeah, for the magic resist.
Yeah. Okay, so now like try doing this. Like in chat, say like I'm gonna be like do not fight before. Like do not fight them if there's 5. That's all. Like you just want to make them sure that they know that, or even watch what they're doing. There you go, something like that. Screw the Thresh. We want map pressure. Let's go do the map pressure. Okay, so the reason why we're not grouping with them is because we're strong. We don't need to be grouped. We can like literally take their whole base if they fight them.
Yep. I didn't get the blue trinket, the blue elixir. It helps melt the tower so fast, man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Mountain Drake would have helped too, but we work with what we're given.
Yeah, true. Ezreal's coming, Malzahar's kind of coming. Oh, double kill.
That's pressure. So like now you can assist ping their tower. Now that you're on their tower, now you're applying pressure. Assist ping mid tower. Make sure they're trying to get it or something like that.
Ezreal's coming.
All right, now we're going back. Now we got to back up. Your team actually went back. Or wait a minute. The Timo.
He must have healed. He must have healed. He must have healed.
You see our pressure, man? That's what I'm talking about.
I should have smited him too. Christ. Thought I had him.
I thought you smited. That's so upsetting. All right, whatever.
I got a little cocky on that one.
All right, we got with 10. There we go. With 10. And now we can grab the next item that we're looking for. The Zero looks sounds great. Armor, because we already have magic resist.
I won't that go. There we go. I'm getting some lag. Maybe because I'm doing screen share with you.
Yeah, a little bit.
So now I'm thinking I want to keep getting top. I have a little bit of vision there. I want to push down inhibitor.
Yep, that sounds great to me.
It's strange I haven't gotten the kill by now, though. This is a weird game, but everything else is normal.
Kills don't matter, man. It's all about factor. Back ping your team. You want to go 5v5, Gather. They're 5v5ing. They're actually 3v4, 3v5ing.
Yeah. So this happens a
All right.
lot.
Yep. It's another gap where we should have really been communicating again.
So I'm backing because they backed. So everybody's dead except me. So that happens.
So we have to wait to reset, and we have to not make the same mistake again, right? We want to keep track of our teammates on the map, and we want to make sure that they're not 4v5ing, right? That's the biggest thing. We don't want to throw the game because we're just mismatch fighting there.
Okay, so just backping them to say.
Backping them, and just literally backing them if you see them trying to go for a fight, because they don't need to fight. Your goal is to be splitting.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, if I get an auto. Now these guys are gone. It's the perma slow.
You are so fast. Jesus Christ. Oh, on this room. Here we go, boys. T-Bo is just the shit of the team. Oh my god. Alright. You gotta run.
Yeah.
They're all coming.
Yeah.
Oh! Can the boy run? Oh, you can't make
No.
it. I'm lucky.
It's okay.
You have to get middle. No, look at that. That's what I'm talking about, man. This is
Yeah.
how you win games. No, it's not about kills, it's not about anything, not about your teammates. It's about telling them what to do and applying that pressure. This is like a great game of chess that you're playing right now. Taking pressure and applying pressure. Now you gotta get an inhibitor. God, they must be so stressed out right now.
What, the enemy team?
Yeah, it's really stressful. Like they're making picks, but they're losing everything while they're making picks.
So now Elder Dragon or top lane is what I'm thinking.
Always want to prioritize Baron over Elder.
Okay. Oh,
Always the better option.
now we don't have to
But
worry about
I think
it.
they're just gonna win.
Yeah.
What's Aatrox doing?
So I'm pushing top.
I think top's the optimal option because
No.
they want to split on the opposite side of Baron, so they're not concerned. Because if you're splitting on top lane while they're baiting Baron, they just go and kill you, right? But if you go bot lane, you make them choose between Baron and their inhibitor, basically, you know?
Well, they're chasing my whole team bot.
Oh no, I'm saying like later on, like when you actually set up.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna allow you to take this inhibitor. You're just pushing away basically as right now.
Yeah. Well, that's fine too. We got a little bit of pressure.
Oh no, I'm not saying you're doing something bad. I'm just saying that it's not gonna result in an objective, is all.
Yeah, probably. Know where they are.
By the way, yeah. I always, whenever I'm on the enemy side of the jungle, I always try to like counter jungle them, so they deny them XP and minions and stuff like that.
Okay. Now I could take that Ezreal 1v1, no problem, but I don't know who else is there.
Yep, exactly. Oh, you got that plant you can use though.
Still just Ezreal. Oh, they're at Elder. Ooh, they're fighting Elder hard. Okay.
Malzahar might stop you with Ezreal though.
Yep, maybe.
So I don't know. All right, here we go.
Oh, he flashed. I probably could have flashed after him too. I could have flashed after him. Oh, he's still here. Oh, Malzahar.
Oh wait, no, we got Malzahar there.
Yeah.
It's a mismatch. You're actually doing Elder Drake while you're doing this. This is really good. Really good.
Yeah, they got a kill.
This is a beautiful display of split pushing right now. God, man. It's the most frustrating type of game for the enemy team.
Okay, we got.
If this type of gameplay gets perfected for you, man, oh my god. You'd literally be like the terror of like any elo range. It's disgusting.
I'm also sitting on 2.5 gold. There we go. Okay, now we can do it. They left.
There should be fine. Red Smite, just do take the inhibitor.
Oh, Lux is here. No.
Should be okay.
I can't. Oh well, I might be able to 2v1, but
no, I'm saying as long as you dodge her binding, like you don't have to just straight up run away, you know.
okay.
Worry about his Malzahar root with his ultimate.
Mm-hmm. Where's my team? Oh, they're all dead. See, I didn't even notice they're all dead. Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna buy something. So now I sell my jungle item, and I buy the Warmogs. So I don't know if that's a smart thing to do. I lose attack speed and I lose the smite.
I don't really think it's really that good, but what is that guy's thought process behind that? I just don't know.
I don't know.
If it's his build, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
It's not like it hasn't been working, but I'm just saying like
it's a relatively new build that he's been doing, so
I just don't see the Warmogs being that good. It's whatever though.
oh.
That's unlucky.
Yeah, I didn't even get a shroom down or anything. But I soaked up a lot of yeah, still not enough. So
we're gonna lose Baron off of this, but the game is still winnable.
Yeah.
God, it sucks. It sucks. If they don't do Baron, it's huge.
And then the last thing, I would sell my boots and get Dead Man's, but it's not enough. I'd always sell for 630. 22. Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to try a more damage-oriented build one day?
I have. I used to do damage. I mean, you saw my old. This is my 80 split.
Yeah, you want more like AP and well, that was like one time, and then you went for the AD attack speed build, obviously.
Yeah.
But so we can improve that AD attack speed build if you want. I'm gonna look to maybe give you a little bit of insight on that after the game. That's all.
Sure.
But the way you play the game is fine. Except for a few things I was mentioning, obviously.
He's dead. He's dead. As soon as I land one auto, he's dead.
Here we go. We need to grab the Baron again for pressure.
Where's that Lux?
Yeah, let's do it. If you're confident in your smite, let's do it.
I don't know where they're going. They don't want to do the Baron? Okay.
They're doing it. Here we go. I want to work the backside to see if Ivor's there. Be careful with the steal. That's going to be really something that you have to watch out for.
Oh, I smited way too early, but we still got it.
Yeah, remember your smite does 1k.
Yeah,
no matter what.
yeah. I was way too early. So here I would like drop the thing in here, get some extra pressure, and then go to another lane.
You do mid and bot.
Yeah.
Your team could go mid, you go bot. Sounds great. Once you get all three in hand, the game's over. So.
Give some vision.
That thing is so funny.
Yeah. So, can I 1v1 this Riven? Maybe.
Probably could. If you had regular redstone, you probably could.
Oh, here's the.
Not redstone, it's hard.
I had Deadman's. So ZZ Rot's pushing down top. Timo's pushing down bottom. It's cancer, man. It's cancer.
I've been talking about, man. This is a well thought out, strategized game. I like it. Just ignore that. We want to get the inhibitor. Alright, Alright, so we got 2 inhibitors. We need that third one really badly.
Well, ZZ Rot's doing its job.
I'm just getting top lane. That's the only thing you guys want to go for as a team. Once we get top lane, like we can just literally wait for the waves to kill their base. Got a tower. Got a Katarina isn't here. We really want to get this tower / inhibitor. With the Baron buff. Going in flash.
Oh. Well, I got the inhib, but is it going to be enough? Oh, Jin. Might be enough. I don't know why Cat was up. Whatever she was doing up there.
We should win.
Yeah, they have 4 down.
The 5,000 gold Timo. Jesus.
Yeah, I'll always end up with more gold than I have items to buy. I have 350 minions.
Exactly.
All right, that's GG.
It was good. That was a good game. We really pulled it back after that was kind of going south there. It was good. I liked it. All right, let's go over the. I want to go over the main aspects though. I feel like we just could have done it smoother, you know. I felt like, I mean, obviously Solo queue is never smooth, but things could have been prevented from going kind of south there. Because the game wasn't really too clean. It was clean, but not as clean as like everyone wanted it to be, right?
So I got an S minus. This is typical, right? Like I get the highest score. Usually I have more. That's an untypical kill death ratio, but like 300, 400 CS S game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did play pretty well that game, but I want to go over the few things. So hold on a second. So can I switch to my screen share, or would it have to be through Hangouts that I do it?
I don't know. If I click on you, do you see something at the top? Oh no, it'd be on the side. Do you see a little green screen on the side? Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh yeah, I see this screen share. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. That should allow you to do it.
All right, cool. So let me think about this. Like, all right, so I'll just do entire screen.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see my screen completely?
Yeah.
All right, nice. Now, how come I can see yours?
Click on.
I'll just do it. Can you still see this? You're good?
Yeah, I see your background. Yeah, it's notepad file. Yep.
Cool, we're good. Now let me go to this. All right. There's a few things I just want to glance over.
Okay.
All right. Let's do the let's do more theoretical things first. I already mentioned this in game, but I want to re-go over this. All right. So right here, yeah.
I have until 6:30, by the way. Just I have to hop off at 6:30.
No, that's no problem. We'll be well done by then.
Okay.
All right. So the biggest thing is right here is, I think this is so huge. Like what I've you know Sven Skaren, he's a famous TSM juggler currently.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
Do you know him?
Yep. Well, I don't know him personally, but I know him. Sure. Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know many people know him personally. Like, okay, so the biggest thing about him is like when I first started watching this team stream and what I've been really incorporating in my play, and it's been drastically helping me because I was kind of like doing what you were doing, and not to say what you're doing is wrong, but you know, I hit this like wall in like diamond where I'm just not climbing any like as much as I want it to be. Something that's really been helping me, and I've been kind of incorporating it to my students is just moving around the map. Just like anytime you're like clearing a jungle camp and you're like fine, you know, you don't need to kite it, you're like okay. Or you know, just in between auto attacks, just like glance over, maybe even set like a few keys to go in and out of lane with. And just glance over where everyone is, like in the status of it, so you can be like, okay, these guys are actually really low and overextended, and I can kill them, right? You know, obviously it's rare for Teemo that to be able to kill something, but I mean, like if it's an opportunity that you think is really free, I mean, getting a kill early game is something really huge, right?
Yeah, for sure.
In any standpoint, I think this is really helpful. You know, like so I would add like find a few keys. Or just click on mini map to see the laners' HP bars. And not only HP bars, but like attitude, like if they're playing super aggressively and you can maybe react. Right here. This is something like very small. I think Yellow Trinket's really strong in Pro here. I don't really think Red Trinket's really that great unless like you're trying to bait Baron.
Okay.
Unless trying to bait Baron. That's about it. This I just feel like you hopped on Dragon a little bit late here. Like immediately when like there's like a gap where your like let's say that your bot lane is there, their bot lane is there, their mid lane is there, and your mid laner is there. Like you start Dragon, like the worst thing that can happen is that you just get off of it, right?
Yeah.
Like it's nothing like a huge deal. Like you can just start it any time you want.
Okay.
As long as there are laners in lane, you can start it. Contribute to map communication. I felt like this is something really strong that like is really valuable if you just like sit on it for a second. Where like, you know, you're a huge split pusher, right?
Yeah.
Huge split pusher. I've said this in game multiple times. But you know, when you really want to just utilize pings, like I don't know if you know, Rise has told you about the whole pinging thing I went over with him, but you know, the whole pinging thing is just like if you just literally will just retreat ping your team, and you know maybe warning ping yourself to alert them of where you are on the map.
Okay.
Are on the map. To, you know, that's it. It's just overall indecision making.
Okay.
That would be like really huge. And proactivity, you know, like proactivity instead of grouping. Grouping and waiting for nothing to happen. Happen. Like because if you're grouping with your teammates as Teemo, like no basically engaged. I mean, maybe if you have red buff, but that's like a long shot, right? Maybe I mean you'd have to have like red buff and frozen mallet and blue smite I feel, to really be like an engaged source. Or they would have to walk into a shroom, and that's like a long shot. So, I mean, you know, just proactively split pushing with the whole communication thing and tying in is, I think, something that like we just need to incorporate into your play style to make it even stronger, right? To make it even more of a, like just a force to be reckoned with in solo queue.
Yep.
More communication on where you are in the map.
With the mallet, I know as soon as I land in auto, they're basically gonna die because I'll just perma-slow them.
You mentioned that like a lot, but
yeah, but not in team fights because like too many spells come out and it's more for picks.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to reapply it. That's the whole thing, right? So that's all I really wanted to say. Now, there was a 25-minute thing I wanted to go over.
The Ivern fight.
Yeah, with the Ivern.
Yeah. So basically, I will, unless it's ADC, I'll probably run from a fight unless it's, if I have my mallet, then I'll fight anybody 1v1. If I don't have the mallet yet, then I can usually run and get away. It's actually rare too that I didn't put enough vision down. I just really wanted that tower.
The only thing that I would have really done here is place your trinket here, you know, like in river.
Yeah.
And, you know, outline shroom here. So you would see Ivern approaching.
Yeah.
From like, so like, I'll tell you right here.
Yeah, yeah. I dropped the mushroom instead of a trinket. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You dropped, and you can see his pathway. Wow, that's huge. What the hell?
That's okay. I get it.
Pathway right there. That's about it. But
yeah.
Let me continue with what's next. Oh yeah, I want to rewatch that fight. Let me rewatch that fight. He roots you instantly. You lose a bigger HP. But you know, and then he brings up Daisy.
Yeah.
And he has red buff. I don't really blame you for running. But I would have red smited him instantly. I feel like you kind of hesitated in a red smite. Because you know how strong red smite is, right?
No.
So red smite, what it does is it reduces the enemy's damage to you by 20%.
Right. Yeah.
That's a massive amount. Like if red smite him instantly, and I mean that just reduces damage done to you. So in general, like that would have been really big for that. Like you probably would have been fine after that too. Carrying a diamond. This is the big thing also is that if you die while splitting, pressure is relieved everywhere on the map.
Yeah.
There's reliefs everywhere. And right here, just selling your Hunter's Potion for your next item is always worth it.
Yeah.
And right here, 34.25. Let's see. This is, right here. You know, like, I was looking at this the entire time. I was kind of playing in your shoes here. Where, like, I'm looking at you splitting, but I'm looking at your teammates in their jungle. Right? Like, you can see that right now. Like, this is really worrying to me.
Yeah. Because
I don't know how many people are there on their team, and your teammates are basically 3 people. Like, you have Aatrox that's not there.
Yeah.
There's, like, basically no way they win that fight. Like, when I see that, I immediately would start backpicking.
Okay.
I'm just trying to give you, like, an example of what I was trying to say, that's all.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. I could backping more. I don't do it enough. I don't do it at all, really. I don't backping them at all, except for that one time where I knew he was in the bush.
Yeah, that was, like I mentioned before, like, that was actually some really good communication. I liked it. And yeah, I think like what I really want to go over is when you sold the Warmogs instead of the Red Smite. Like I feel like Red Smite's just so relevant throughout the game. Like 20% is a flat amount. Like that's crazy. You're taking away 1/5 of the damage that they would do to you normally, right? Like that's a very important like just smite over. Like I don't think I've seen anything but Red Smite on any jungler so far except for Lee Sin with his green smite because Lee Sin is a ward hopper, right? Mm-hmm. But everyone else takes Red Smite because it's just so good. And I'm not really too sold on selling it late game because not only does it drop your DPS, but it makes you kind of less tanky in a way, you know? Even with the Warmogs, I feel like the Warmogs doesn't really do you as much as I think. But like obviously, if you're still sold on it, like it's obviously I mean, if it's working for you, it's fine. But I just really think the red smite is better because it just does so much more. It also allows you to do true damage on auto. Like it's overall so strong.
Well, I mean, this is my build. I could switch it again. This was my AD build. I was doing blue smite, not red, but you know, it was pure AD.
Yeah, I don't think blue smite's worth it either. I mean, if you're gonna be a split pusher, why would you take the blue smite? Doesn't really make much sense to me because the red smite helps you duel better. You know?
Yeah, no, just more for early game to gank and slow. But yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's all. But let's see, like communicate to take top lane on 46. Okay, let's see what that was talking about there. 46. Let's see. Around 46 minutes. Okay. Yeah. I kind of just honestly like the only thing I wanted to say here was I'd be spam assist pinging because I see that Katarina isn't really around. Like she just respawns, but she goes somewhere else entirely.
Yeah, she takes blue buff.
Yeah.
She takes our blue buff.
You don't want like I would just be spam pinging. Like you're doing a good job. I agree. I just would just be spam pinging. That's all.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's the biggest point there, you know.
So I think the biggest takeaway is just trying to be more of a shot caller, and trying to tell my teammates what to do instead of just doing my own thing.
Yeah, because if you're gonna be a split pusher, man, like you have to communicate more, or else you're just gonna end up having teammates that just seem brain dead and with their heads chopped off, right? Like you kind of want to make it more cohesive because split pushing in solo queue isn't very easy because of the communication aspect. It's just and usually split pushing in competitive play, you have communication, you have comms, you have things that is telling your teammates like, what am I exactly doing? Like, if your teammates do not have that map awareness and that awareness to what you're doing, then I don't know how they're supposed to respond. You know?
Yep.
They respond by killing themselves, obviously. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Okay. Well, what I mean, I'm happy to try switching up the build again.
Yeah, I just think red smite has too much value. That's like honestly the biggest thing right there. I think Dead Man's Plate is fine.
But selling boots for it. So like,
I like your build.
Here's the thing, like
build as it is, but if you're like overcapped in like items right now.
So if I have this and I have like, so if you just take, you can see my screen, right? Oh wait, hold on. You see my screen now, right?
Oh, let me get into that. Yeah.
Okay, so you know I could not have these extra two and just go for the 6. The thing
this is really a great build in itself.
Without these two.
Opinion. Yeah, I don't see the whole point in selling those items because honestly, if the game's extending that long when you're Teemo,
yeah,
the game becomes really hard because so if you don't have Baron pressure, like we were able to get that game right, then you know there's always a TP on the map, and they can usually send one to deal with you, and you're at the stalemate, right? But with Baron buff, it kind of like double pressures it, and also with your CC rod, it double pressures. So I mean, realistically, you're not really supposed to get to the point where you can build the Warmogs and Dead Man's Plate, you know, just instantly, you know, when the game is too long. And with Teemo, you want to kind of like strategically end the game with the, you know, with your split pushing.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
Earlier in the game.
Right, but I mean, but you look at that game. If it does go longer, I'm just basically sitting on gold. I could buy elixirs all day, but I've had games I have 5, 7, 8K extra gold just sitting there doing nothing. So, and I found that this.
I would go maybe. I think maybe a GA instead of would be good. GA somewhere in there. I just wouldn't. I think the Wits End late game is really bad too. I don't think the Wits End does much for you when the game gets that late. If you
Okay.
just read the item, it's more of a mid-game item. Just read the stats it gives you. Gives you 40% attack speed, 40 magic resist. Like, I mean, that's good. I mean, but stealing 5 magic resist from the target up to 5 times, that's only going to reduce their magic resist by 25 total, which isn't really that huge of an amount.
So,
I don't think Wits End is the best late game item. I think that
Bloodthirster?
Bloodthirster is not that great either. It would have to be something else that's a little bit more damaging as well. I would have to get back to you on that. I would have to let me think about this just for a second and look at the items on my screen.
Okay.
That would look really good for that kind of late game situation.
Because I have no AP, right? So like a Death Cap or a Void Staff or whatever won't really make a huge difference.
Unless you go like the Sork Shoes build that we were talking about, but which wouldn't be terrible if they're not stacking AP. But let's see.
I mean, Leandry's
but the Swifties fit better for the split pushing build. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
The Swifties fit better for that build. It definitely does. But let's see. Anything else that I could really put up with that gives you attack speed in general?
Well, Lichbane, Nashers. Now it's moving to an AP build.
Let's look more into the AD. I'm looking more into the AD right now.
AD, okay.
I would do.
Ginsu.
Steric's just too mid game too. That's the whole thing. If you want to stick with the whole that whole tanky build, we can do for something on that spectrum definitely too.
Well, I mean, you got Ginsu's. That's great on hit stuff for Teemo. Blade is great for shredding tanks.
Yeah, I was thinking about Blade. Honestly, Blade seems okay. In my opinion, it seems good.
So sell Wits End and buy Blade.
Yeah, it's a better item. Honestly, it's a better item for damage output. It gives you decent attack speed as well. I think it's a great item also closing gaps. Like it's just a better late game item overall. You know.
Okay, I could try.
Percentage damage. I mean, listen, man. I just don't think that the Warmogs is doing anything for you. You know. That's the thing. Like the Warmogs doesn't make much sense. The Deadman's at least I can see it if you're split pushing to get away and mobility, armor. It sounds okay. But the Warmogs, I just don't really see it. You know, because if you read the item, how does that benefit you besides HP? You know,
just being more of a tank, just like being able to soak up more, and it was geared more towards if I need like late game. Usually the games that run away from us that last forever, I end up having to join the team fights. Like I can't keep splitting because they always lose on the fight, so I have to come back and team fight. So it's giving me more team fight presence, more health. And I was just finding
you're basically soaking up more damage.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I had no idea. This was just following Hikashuru, whatever, his strategy.
Yeah, I would love to ask him personally what I'm assuming it's just for the soaking up damage, but I don't know. I've always viewed Teemo as a great split pusher, a great damage dealer, and I feel like Blade of the Ruin King kind of fits into that role. And you know, everything else in this build actually fits into the whole split pushing build too. So I mean, everything else is great to me. I just don't really see the Warmogs being too good. That's all. I mean, obviously these Challenger and Master players don't get there because of their builds. They get there because of their gameplay and decision-making, game knowledge, stuff like that. I mean, not every item they suggest is amazing.
Sure.
Either way, though, I'm just trying to throw that out there.
Well, I could try. I could try these 6 and then sell Wits Ends, keep the boots, sell Wits End for Blade. So, but are you keeping boots? Like if I have 5,000 extra gold, I'm keeping my boots and not buying Deadman's or something else?
Deadman's wouldn't be a bad switch out for boots. I don't think that would be bad at all, to be honest. That wouldn't be bad. I just think that the Warmogs vibe seems kind of odd is all. Either way, though, I think we got a lot done today, which is good. And
okay.
I really want, I kind of want to hear back from you to see how the whole communication thing goes for you from here on in. I would love to hear that. Definitely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It was a pleasure working with you, though. I'll send you this right now. Is there any way I could attach documents to this Hangouts or no?
No, but you could shoot me an email. You have my email from the when I invited
Oh, yeah.
when you invited me,
Right.
my Gmail. And then, so what are you doing with what's the program you're on with Jason?
Oh, with Fresh Views, you know, he helps me out. Like, I'm trying to actually become do this full time. You know, I would love to just wake up and you know, just do this daily.
Yeah.
Or you know, like a real job, and you know, make it some kind of career out of it. I really do love the game. I've been playing it on and daily for like 6 years.
Okay.
So yeah, he helps me out with trying to do that, and we kind of just do it that way. And then I help him out, and he really appreciates what I do for him. So kind of like mutual. So it's really cool with me and him. And he suggested that I try to help you out and see if we can build a relationship as well. That's all.
Okay.
So yeah. No, and I would love to. I have to tune into your stream too. I've been kind of skipping out on it, but I really have to. I'd love to ask you, of course, some questions during that too.
Yeah, you can. You know, the focus is way off on both. I could play a better League game and I can answer the questions more succinctly, but it's a good challenge for me to try to do both at the same time.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Either way, man, I'll hit you up another time to see if you want to do this again.
Okay.
And it was and I really don't keep me posted on how this works out for you, because I'd love to hear the results.
I will. Cool. Thanks for the feedback, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, no problem.
And what was your name? I didn't.
Oh yeah, what about?
Is it what's your real name? It's not Brunette.
Oh, it's Dominic.
Dominic. Okay, cool.
Nice to meet you.
Awesome. Okay, well, have a great night. I'll test this out, and we'll be in touch.
Yeah, no problem. You have a good night.
Thanks, you too, man.